Hello there. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Knox to Nuggets. My name is Oluwayomi Ute, and it's such a joy to come your way this very beautiful morning. Thank God always for the gift of life. Honestly, you can't stop thanking God for life. I want to say thank you to every single person that's joining me live on this program. Thank you so much for the share of your time. I do not take it for granted at all. And to everyone that will watch thereafter, thank you for giving me this time. I appreciate it. And one thing I will always ask you to do is please like the video, share it, let somebody out there know that there is something called Knox to Nuggets. So please, even if you are watching on Facebook, can you hop into the YouTube channel and just subscribe to this channel and tell your friends, share it. Let everybody out there know about Knox to Nuggets. Let's build this community together. So today, as I thought about today, it's the first edition in the month of May. A lot is happening globally. It's not just about where we are today, but every part of the world. There are wars going on, there are rumors of war, there are earthquakes, inflation. I mean, everything. The uncertainty is so rife out there. But in the midst of all this, what should we be doing? What does God expect us to do? One thing you would know if you're a bit familiar with me is I believe in theologically that no matter what's going on, God still desires that we prosper and be in health even as our souls prosper. That is his plan. That is all that he desires of us. It's not about the inflation. It's not about the wars or the rumors of war. It's about what he wants of us, that we prosper, that we be in health, even as our souls prosper. So how do we achieve this? How do we get this going? It's simple. It's by thriving. Thriving. So today we're talking about thriving today. How do we thrive today? How do we thrive in the world that we are in? How do we thrive in the office, in the marketplace, in the school? How exactly do we thrive? Now, what does it mean to thrive? To thrive is to grow. To thrive is to develop well, to flourish. To thrive is to succeed. So you don't thrive once and stop. That's not thriving. It's not jackpot. So you play the bets, you hit a jackpot and say, "Oh, I'm thriving." No, that's not thriving. It's growing, it's succeeding, it's developing well. Maybe I want to digress a bit. As I thought about developing well, something just now, something dropped in me. The smallest component of the human body is the cell. And growth in the human body is that the cells are multiplying. But when cells multiply uncontrollably, there is another problem. So they're just growing without break. They're just growing uncontrollably. They are growing without pattern. They are growing without structure. What do we call it? Tumor. So it's not about growing. So if you just grow and grow out of proportion, grow out of control, grow out of everything, you become a problem to that world, to that space. And the only thing anybody can do is to take you out. That's the same thing. When you have a part of the body growing uncontrollably, when they open up the body, they cut off that tumor. Whether it's malignant or benign, whether it's cancerous or not, they're not asking. They're just going to cut it off. So thriving is not growing without control. Thriving has a process. Thriving is developing well. It's not a one shot at a jackpot. It's not, I have a godfather somewhere who has just told them to promote me, and whether I merit or not, I'm suddenly the CEO of the organization, and that is it. No, that's not thriving. Thriving is developing. Thriving does not happen only when all things are equal. So when things are good, then I thrive. No, thriving is not about the weather or the circumstance. No, thriving is all about you. It's not the circumstance, it's not the environment, it's not your location. Thriving has nothing to do with all of that. Thriving is all about you. You have to learn to thrive as a person. You thrive, me thriving. That's what it is. Now, when talking about thriving, the truth is this: every single person is facing the same condition. Every single person. If you say, oh, there's inflation, everybody is facing inflation. If you say, oh, the job unemployment rate is high, it's global. You say, oh, there was, oh, there's a war going on in Ukraine, there's a war going on here and there, it's global. So thriving has got to be about you. Thriving is the fact that in spite of what is happening, you are growing. That is thriving. The challenges that you think are local, that you think are peculiar to you, they are not. They are global. That person that you see who seemingly is thriving, is succeeding, is doing well, has a smile on her face 24/7. If he or she will tell you the story, then you wonder, oh, I thought I had the worst situation. I didn't know it could be this bad. But in spite of it, they are thriving. That tells me it's not about situation or circumstances, it's about you. I'll tell us a story. Several years ago, there were three women who were friends, and they lived quite close to each other. And there's a particular one a couple, who will always wear the same thing. When they're stepping out, the guy will open the door for his wife. And the second one will always look at them and like, tell her husband, Mr. A, can't you see how your friend is doing? Can't you treat me like that? Can't you open the door for me? Can't you even wear the same clothes and combine our colors? And the man will say, well, that's what I'm cut for. I love my life the way it is. Must I open the door? And the arguments continued. And the third one would just look at them and put up a smile. So this particular day, they got into an argument. And Mrs. A said, no way. You know what? I'm going to go and call Mr. C. Let him come and teach you how to be a father, how to be a husband, how to take care of your wife. So she runs to the house of Mr. C. That's the one that they'll wear the same clothes. They will open the door for the wife to enter, the lovey-dovey couple. As she approached their house, she began to hear a noise. And she was wondering what's going on here. As she got closer, she realized that this is not a noise of somebody watching football and shouting. It seems to be a hot argument going on here. As she got quite close, she peeped in. And guess what? She saw the man, Mr. C, the lovey-dovey Mr. C, chasing his wife with a machete. And was like, today I will deal with you. Today I will do this. And she turned back quietly. Now, when she was on her way, she had seen Mrs. B, who said, where are you going? So I want to go and call Mr. C to come and talk to his friend and tell him how to marry a wife. But not too long after, she was coming back. So Mrs. B asked Mrs. A, you are coming back, what happened? Said, my darling, I will thank God for my own. My husband will not open the door for me. We'll not wear the same clothes. But man, he has never laid a finger on me. Talk less of chasing me around the house with a machete. So that's what I just witnessed now. I will thank God for my own. I will thank God for where I am. I will appreciate God for my current state. I thought it was, look, a lot of things are like mirage. You think it's a pool of water, you get there and there is nothing. So thriving has got to be about you. Stop looking to the left or to the right. Stop comparing yourself with somebody. You don't know the total story. If you do, maybe you will not desire what they have. So it's got to be about you. Look beyond the situation. Look beyond the circumstances. Learn to look away from all of them. Somebody rightly said that if you look around, you'll be distracted. If you look down, you'll be depressed. So what do you need to do? Look up. Keep looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. Keep your eyes on God. He is the one person that never lies, never fails. You can rest on him. You can bet on him. He cannot lie. So how do we thrive today? There are 5 things I want to talk to us about in the short time we have that will help us thrive today. Remember, you are the only limiting factor in this world. Nothing else can limit you, not the situations, not the circumstances. Are they there? Yes. Are they real? Yes. Can they be overwhelming? Yes. But should they overwhelm you? No. Deny them the opportunity to overwhelm you. Deny them the opportunity to distract you. Deny them the opportunity to make you look back. It's time to thrive. And thrive on your own, by yourself. You are the only one to compare yourself with. If you want to know you are going better and doing better, just look at what you did yesterday and what you've done today. Compare it and ask yourself, have I moved forward? Am I static? What do I need to do to improve? Leave Mr. A or Mr. B or Mr. C. You are your own limiting factor. So 5 things that can help you thrive. And I'm going to use the acronym THRIVE for those 5 things so that you can remember. The very first one is tenacity. Tenacity. If you've got to thrive in our world today, you've got to learn how to hold something firmly. What does tenacity mean? It means to hold firm. It means to be dogged. It means to refuse to quit. Like Robert Schuller said, quitters never win, winners never quit. You've got to be tenacious. You've got to hold something fast. You've got to say to yourself, this is it. I believe it, and that settles it. You have got to do that. Be tenacious. Refuse to give up. Never stop trying. Did I fail at something yesterday? Yes. Will I give up? No. I will try it again today. Perfection is a mirage. It's you getting better every day. Excellence is a journey. So every day you are getting better. Every day you are getting better. Every day you are getting better. That is what it is. Be tenacious. Refuse to give up. Hold firmly to that which you believe. So you have your goals for this year. And you're like, oh, it's how many months gone in the year? I've not even scratched the surface. Fine. Thank God you have realized. What do you need to start doing now? Don't say because you haven't scratched the surface, you will stop. Don't stop. Don't quit. If you must thrive, you must be tenacious. You must be persistent. You must refuse to give up. Even if everybody is saying it can't work, they're not talking to you. You are not hearing the negatives. One of my sisters will say, no negativity around me. And that's got to be your watchword. No negativity around me. I know it. I believe it. That settles it. It will be done. The only thing that is impossible is the thing that you have refused to do. If you believe it, if you face it, you will tackle it, you will overcome it. So number 1 thing in thriving, T, be tenacious, tenacity. H, and now this would, I'm sure somebody is thinking, I'll say H, hard work. Oh, H, what else is there in H? Oh, be humble. H, humor. You've got to get to that point where you can laugh at yourself. Honestly, when you get to that point where you can look into the mirror, look at what you have done and laugh at yourself, you have conquered it. You know what that means? Nobody can laugh you to scorn anymore. Now, those people that crack jokes and use that themselves as the object of the joke, nobody can talk to them again. If I'm still using you as the object of joke, you can say something that will get me quiet. When I'm using me as the object of the joke and I'm laughing, what else will you say? Oh, don't mind that one. She's even laughing at herself. So all the naysayers that are looking for what to say to you will just take a walk. Because they have just realized that you can't get this one. Learn to laugh at yourself. Laugh at those mistakes. Understand you are not infallible. You can make mistakes. You have made mistakes. You will make mistakes. And that's the truth. The only infallible person is God. And trust me, you are not God. You are not perfect. Try as much as you can to be perfect. You are not perfect. So humor yourself. Realize you are human. Look in the mirror and say, oh, Yomi, you did this. Oh, God. Whoever knew you could do a thing like this? Wow. Okay, no more. We are not doing this again. So we are taking a quality decision. You are the one talking to yourself. To thyself, be real, be true. Don't wait for somebody to look for your mistakes and start making fun of it. Humor. Humor yourself. Understand that you're not impossible. You're not infallible. I know what, for you to laugh at yourself, you know what you'll have done? You'll have learned to forgive yourself. Yes. Because for you to laugh at your mistake, you have forgiven it. You have allowed it to go on. You have said to yourself, okay, I mean, you made that mistake. I wish you didn't, but you have made it. So I forgive you. Let's move on. You've had that conversation with yourself, and then you can move on. Even when somebody then calls you to remembrance of that error, it's not getting your attention. You are saying to yourself, I'm moving on. I've moved on. That was yesterday. That was history. I've learned from my mistakes. I have moved on. So H, humor. And then what is R? R is to be resourceful. Yes, be resourceful. Be a problem solver. Every man will kiss the lips of him that has the answer. That's the Bible, and it's still true today. Every man, not some, not a few, not many. Every man will kiss the lips of him that has the answer. No matter how much that boss does not like your face, if you provide the right answer, you will forget does not like your face. Have you ever seen somebody involved in an accident, in a critical situation, asking, who is trying to carry me? Is he a man or a woman? Or who is trying to do first aid on me? Is he a man or a woman? No matter how chauvinistic a man is, in that state, he's not caring if it's a woman carrying him, giving him injections, treating him. He doesn't even care. He's not thinking. All he's looking for is survival. So when you are still looking at somebody not liking your face, somebody not doing this to do, somebody not doing that, it's because you have not yet resourceful. You have not found solutions to people's problems. That's why you are saying someone does not like my face. So my promotion is being withheld because. When you are busy solving problems, that person might not promote you. That person might not like you. That person might not appreciate you. But someone somewhere will pick you out, will locate you, will promote you. That's why they poach some people. So they've been in this organization for so long. Promote them, they're not promoting. Increase their salary, they're not increasing their salary. They're just enjoying them, they are milking them. Then somewhere from the blues, somebody has a challenge and say, there's a Yomi there that can solve it for you. Comes out from the blues and picks him. Ask yourself, how come David was picked from the backside of the desert only for somebody to play for the king? The forest didn't reward him. The lions, the bears that he killed to save the sheep, nobody announced it. His father never even knew that he risked his life to save his sheep. It's as if what he was doing was fruitless, futile, not rewarding, not necessary. But the day there was a need in the palace, somebody said, I know a guy at the backside of the desert. He fits this bill. And they brought him in. So don't withhold the giftings in you in that location because you are not being appreciated. Truth is, keep doing it. Use them as the place to improve. Keep doing it. Keep getting better. Keep getting stronger. Keep expanding your coast. Someday, sometime, someone will locate you and handpick you for glory. So to thrive, Be resourceful. Find good ways of dealing with problems. Improve your problem solving skills. Take time to engage your mind. You can just sit down and ask yourself, in this company, how can we even increase income? You're not the MD, you're not the CEO, you're not the COO, you're not the chairman, you're probably someone down the line. And you say, so they said the economy is bad. What else can we do to increase income here? Did anybody give you the assignment? No. But you are actually engaging your mind. You might discover something that they don't even appreciate, that you might be talking to a friend about. Guess what I thought about today? And says, wow, really? That will work for me in my office. Can you come and talk to my boss? What you thought was just a mind game, a joke, a whiling away of time has become the answer to somebody's problem. So be resourceful. Consistently engage your mind. So that is R. What is I? Be intentional. Can I ever say that enough? I can't. Be intentional. You have got to be intentional in living. You can't put yourself on the water and without a destination. And so when the waves go to the left, you go to the left. When the waves go to the right, you go to the right. I say, Ki Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be will not be. Law of motion. Everything will continue, either in the state of rest or in continual motion, except a force is applied. That force you need to apply to your life is being intentional. Ask yourself, what do I need to do today? What do I need to get done this week? What do I need to get done this month, this half of the year? Where am I? Be intentional. Don't let life happen to you. Happen to life. Yes. Don't wait for life to happen. You might not like where you find yourself. If you're just in that boat, nobody is directing it, it's just floating. By the time it hits a rock and stops, you might not like where you land. But take control. Paddle your canoe in the direction you want to go. Own your space. Plan your life. And that's by planning your time. You can't manage time. It's 24 hours. There's nothing you can do. You can't save it. You can't box some hours for use the next day. But you can still engage the 24 hours. Rather than spending your time, you are investing your time. Be intentional. And V, I love this. For so long it's been my pay line. Be value adding. Add value to life. Be value adding. Offer to help. Sometimes it's not your assignment, but you know something that can help that space. Offer to help. Oh, but they won't pay me for that. Oh, that'll just be jara to them. Offer to help. I recall when Mrs. Bimbo Loede was on this call, and she was talking about her journey in the media. How did she get there? Because she had prepared herself. Opportunity came one day and she took it. She had been folding her hands and saying, I'm not a newscaster. I don't know what it is they're doing. Let me just do my own bit. When the opportunity came, she should not have been ready. Don't prepare for that space when you get there, because you may never get there. Prepare for that space. When you are prepared, the space will appear. That's the truth. When you are prepared, that promotion will show. It might not be in that organization. So take your eyes off your boss. Take your eyes off that organization. Take your eyes off the people you know. It might be someone that you even meet in a shop, that you engage in a conversation that will say, I like the way you speak. Can we have a conversation? And that will change the entire journey. So be value adding. Don't wait to be called. Offer to help. Know something about everything, but know everything about something. Be that person, that the go-to person that everybody wants to talk to. And E, be exceptional. Let excellence be your watchword. Be that person that will go the extra mile. Be that person that will dot the I's, cross the T's, and take note of the little details, the fine details. There's so much treasure hidden in the details. People will say the devil is in the detail. I say the glory is in the detail. The promotion is in the details, not just the devil. The devil can be in the details, but for me, in that detail is the glory. In that detail is the promotion. In that detail is the next level. Yes, everyone might be crying disaster. Everyone might be crying inflation. Everyone might be crying lack. But if you learn to thrive, when they say there is a casting down, you will be saying, not by something of a future or faith, but of your reality, you will be saying that there is a lifting up. When you thrive, lifting is normal. Lifting just goes with it. Don't just say the scripture. When they said there's a casting down, I will say there's a lifting up. True. But next, what do you need to do to make that lifting up a reality? Bishop Bango Concord will always say something that if you don't think that the promises of God will fall on you like a bag of cherries, you have a part to play. The part to play here is to thrive. Be tenacious, humor yourself, be able to forgive yourself and laugh at your mistakes. Be resourceful, be a problem solver, be intentional, be value adding, be excellent and exceptional. Let's be different. Let your life so speak that everyone will want to hang around you. That when you open your mouth, wisdom is proceeding from your mouth. Be that different person. Be that person that everybody wants to hang around because you're a problem solver. Thrive even in this world. And that's it for today. I believe I've added value to you. It's such a joy to come your way every time. I do not take it for granted. And thank you to every single person that stayed with me on this call. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. And for everyone that will watch after, I say a big thank you too. Remember, like I've asked you to, like the video, share it, let somebody out there know that there is something called Knocks to Nuggets. And until I come your way next week, by the grace of God, in another edition of Knocks to Nuggets, remember, if you can think it, you can be it, and you can have it. And as always, together we win. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.